Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Versus. I am the boy.
And I'm the devil. Shit, no, I'm the doctor, I'm not the devil.
Oh my god, I am terrified now.
Oh,
where is my cross?
It's such a good start already. Oh, I'm dying.
It is a
Oh, please.
Okay, after that brief exorcism there, guys, we will now begin.
It's okay, the demon has left my body.
Whatever we're doing.
I can confirm that I'm once again the doctor, and welcome back to Pokemon Versus. So yeah, I was proceeding on my exciting journey through Mount Moon, and the boy...
You're in Mount Moon now?
What?
You're on Mount Moon now?
Are you not?
Is that a thing? I'm not in Mount Moon now.
Oh boy.
I am significantly further behind, and I will be continuing, in fact, my less exciting journey, although on my nose pass, which does make it marginally more exciting, on Route 3.
Well, I got trapped there last time by cute, charming things, so... You've been warned.
Oh, good. Right. Are you sure you've been exercised?
Okay, this is going to sound weird, but you know when you forget to close your lips while you're coughing and they just kind of do a bit of kind of sphincteral movement?
You're right, that does sound weird.
I was worried that it would.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much.
Oh, one of the things that I've always found strange is peck as a concept. Just because kind of...
Why's that?
Because loads of Pokemon can learn peck, but it's a flying type move. But loads of non-flying type Pokemon learn it. It's just... I don't know, it's just bizarre to me.
That's a bit strange. It's like Lick is Ghost. Why is Lick Ghost?
Not fully
Never
understood that ever, yeah.
God,
It
come
can
on, Birdman.
It can occasionally paralyse, though. Oh no, not by evasiveness. Oh. Yes.
It is the weirdest move.
What?
It's one of those just weird moves. It's not quite as bad as Pursuit, which is completely useless unless...
I have once or twice had the trying to switch Pokemon Pursuit thing happen to me, and it's just the worst thing ever. You just feel like, oh. It's like those times when Double Slap hits 5 times. It's just like... you know it can happen, but it shouldn't.
It's just an abomination, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This Jigglypuff, speaking of abominations...
Oh, yeah.
Cute Charm, Disable. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't know any offensive moves. Oh no, it's got Pound.
They normally have Pound. Or Double Slap or something like that.
Something frustratingly normal in type.
Oh, Cage is level 11 now.
Cage?
Cage is nearly level 12, actually. Fucking hell, this is growing like a mother bitch. Yeah.
Do mother bitches grow?
I'm told so, by my reliable source.
The expert in all mother bitches. And their
life
life cycles. Oh my god.
Do I want to go down here?
Better Man is a Metapod. I don't recall that at all.
What?
Well, how time flies.
What are you saying? Are you still in Viridian Forest?
I'm not in Viridian Forest now.
I was going to say, good.
I'm on Route 3. I'm progressing towards Mount Moon.
Okay, very slowly.
And
strange.
Not at all, surely.
Yeah.
Not surely at all. Now go on, continue.
Oh fuck, is my only attacking move Peck? Oh, that's a bit ballsack. Can things be a bit ballsack? I don't know.
From now on, I think that should be a phrase.
Why am I talking about ballsack so much this evening? To the viewer, I was before we started recording. Don't know why I'm telling you that. So now you know everything about my ballsack.
You should be worried. Viewers, very worried.
Everyone should be worried. Fear the doctor and his... no.
The urologist is now known.
Oh fuck. No! No! Piggy!
And that's now on the internet for the world to hear.
Oh god, I'm gonna censor that out. I'm gonna censor out my own snort laugh. This is the power I have as the editor.
Too much abuse there. Abuse of power.
Well, not quite. I'm using it for my own... Actually, no. I was going to say I'm using it for my own selfish ends, but I'd say that pretty much does qualify as abuse of power.
Yeah,
actually, that's the textbook definition of abuse of power.
I would say so. Just to clarify as to this name for the viewers, I've decided to name my Pokemon fairly normal names in anticipation of my crack ninja team, the Boy Scouts.
My crack!
Yeah.
More like your ass crack.
Again,
funny.
Again with sort of ballsack, ass crack. There's a running theme here.
There's also a big difference.
Thank you for that anatomical lesson. The Boy Scouts are my crime-fighting team.
The Boy Scouts.
You laugh, but they will be destroying your whatever your team's going to be in future.
Well, if we ever actually do a battle in the end, I imagine we will. But
probably, but you never know. I suppose.
Well, I was experimenting around with it. We might have to get a bit creative, as in it might not work. I can definitely get it to work on black and white on the DS ones emulated. So we might have to effectively, stat for stat, recreate our teams in black and white and have a battle with them that way. There's no reason why that wouldn't work.
It's possible, potentially.
And it would look slightly cooler as well, because they have proper, well, not proper animations, but almost proper animations.
Would be a lot of effort, though.
It would probably actually genuinely be less effort than doing it in FireRed.
This is true. And the Zubats begin.
This is why we all have This is why I gave us repels, for exactly this reason. No. There we go.
What just happened there? That's The critical hit took 2 health off me. Leech Life is terrible.
Leech Life is such a bad move, but it was pretty much, except for a couple of B-Drill's signature moves, it was in this, at least in Generation 1, it was the only damage-dealing bug move. Which was why bugs were abysmal.
They're not that much better in FireRed LeafGreen. I mean, do they learn...
No, not in FireRed. By now, like, Generation 5, they've got some pretty cool stuff. It was once they introduced Signal Beam with Volbeat and Illumise, because Signal Beam is a pretty nice move.
Alright, well, I've never used it, actually.
It's like Flamethrower, but bug type.
Oh, that's strange. I don't
understand. Ask how it works. It's just, you hit them with a bug ray. That's what it is. Oh, I'd forgotten Burn was a Charmeleon. Oh, that's exciting.
I'm still here with a casual Squirtle. Or Spurtle.
Casual Squirtle, as opposed to a formal Squirtle.
I have a smart
casual Charmeleon.
That amuses me more than it should.
I know. I just have an image of a Squirtle. Well, specifically, it's Squirtle like the Squirtle Squad ones. So with the sunglasses and everything, and basically he's looks exactly like Psy. In my head, except Squirtle.
Complete with sunglasses and Gangnam Style.
I'm gonna have to design that.
Now you've said
Hopefully, yeah. I'll flash it up on the screen around now if I can be asked to do it. Who knows?
It's a mystery.
It's a secret to everybody. Oh, you won't get that reference.
Will the internet? That's the question.
Hopefully the internet will. It's in one of the Zelda games, like it's like a classic thing in the first one. I can't remember exactly what it was, but someone says, "Shh, it's a secret to everybody." And a similar line has been in like every Zelda game since. See also, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
That's a little more well known. Okay, Water Gun against Clefairy is absolutely terrible.
Oh, Clefairies have a really high special defense. They're like Chanseys in that respect. There were a lot of Pokemon in this first game that were just, like, pretty much every normal type was just amorphous pink blob. Like, there was Ditto, there was Clefairy and friends, there was Chansey, there was Jigglypuff. There's so many of them that are all just basically the same Pokemon. No, I don't want to change Pokemon. It's cage time, that's what it is. It's cage o'clock. It's always cage o'clock.
That's going to be very out of... it's just going to be very dissimilar to the rest of your team. There's Burn. I suppose Burn and Cage probably go like... They're a new like double act.
And then the cage comes down!
The cage with the Japanese fighting spiders inside.
Oh.
Dylan Moran, people. Dylan Moran. Or Moran. We've never really been sure. Go and watch him anyway.
I'd probably say Moran.
I have no idea.
But...
Nonetheless, type him on YouTube, find out what he's all about. Thank us later.
Because he's fucking hilarious.
Indeed.
I
like you, as it happens.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just sit here playing with my lips. What about that isn't hilarious?
Oh, I'm a bad person. Anyway,
moving
quickly on.
How did... No. No. Bad.
You thought too much into that. Your own worst enemy.
So, right, on a completely different note to that. So we'd like to keep you up to date with the latest happenings with the infamous gentleman. And so we can say we have got some surprises for you. I don't know when this is going to be published, or when, indeed, but coming this summer will be. I will For now, it will only be known by its code name of Project Egg Beater. Coming soon this summer. Well, not really coming soon. Coming this summer, generally.
It's an egg beater.
That's a new.
I'm sorry to be the killjoy, but it's an egg beater.
It's not actually an egg beater.
I'm sorry.
It's far more. If you can imagine something that's more exciting than an egg beater, this is it. And it's in a similar vein to this Versus, but also quite different. So keep an eye out. Subscribe. And you might be pleasantly surprised. You might not. You might just be regularly surprised. Or not even
unpleasantly surprised. There are various different levels
when
of
someone
surprise.
jumps you and flashes you as cock. So definitely unpleasant surprise.
It's not going to be that, just to clarify. It will actually be a relevant video that involves limited nudity at best, if any.
On the term... Speaking of egg beaters...
I thought I was going to say speaking of nudity then.
That's the worst. That's the worst. Wow, nudity and egg beaters together.
I'm sorry, what? Just go on, just say what you're going to say.
No.
Forget the link.
No, that's my solo project.
Oh god.
Yeah. I should think more.
And say less.
Yeah. Well, see, at least here I have you to kind of vaguely adulterate.
that sounds quite unpleasant, really. How do I go about adulterating you, and is it legal?
See, my point was going to be that when you're here I don't say as much horrendous stuff because you kind of limit it, but apparently not.
I facilitate it, I think is more appropriate. You sound like you're deflating.
Neutral noises.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah. It's like when you get like a balloon going, it's just like...
Okay, that makes more sense.
Exactly. Marginally more sense, I think.
Very marginally.
Where are you at the moment then? How are things going?
At present, collecting.
Oh, have you only just got into Mount Moon? Ha! I've just left Mount Moon. I'm moving north of Cerulean City at the moment to take on my rival. Take on John Rousseau.
Higher leveled enough for that?
I'm about levels. I know his stuff's around level 17ish, and that's about where I am, so...
Oh, good god.
Yeah,
I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. By
what?
A super nerd. This is good.
Super nerd Jovan, no less.
It is indeed, but I have... My two high-level Pokemon are flying and water type.
Oh, you'll be fucked because
yeah,
he has
exactly.
a Magnemite.
And a Voltorb, I believe.
Ha.
Okay, Joe Blogs, you're up.
Joe Blogs. What did you catch there?
That was a Zubat. I was very subtle. That was... I know.
Yeah, keep that below
He
the
knows
table,
Leech Life and Astonish. Oh god.
Oh,
this is going to be so hilariously embarrassing. Oh god.
See, at least I have Fire type that's good against Steel. I miss it when Magnemite was just Electric.
Well,
like while the rest of the type matchups seem kind of natural to me, as in like they're in my head, the ones for Steel and Dark, because they were introduced later, still aren't quite set in my head yet. It's weird.
Yeah, no,
I know how Steel does as a defensive type, but it's because there aren't many Steel type moves. I couldn't say off the top of my head what Steel type attacks are good against. Actually, I know for a fact they're good against Ice, and I think maybe Rock or Ground. But that sounds
about right. I think Ice
there.
definitely. Rock, not Rock. I don't think. Actually, could be Rock. Could be Rock. That makes sense if you think about it. Like, I don't know, chisels and things. If you think very lightly at it.
You spend an afternoon beating up a rock with a golf club, and we'll see who wins, will we? We'll record the results and put on YouTube. Just the boys rage.
This is me raging against a rock with a golf club for 40. We've got to release one of those like 10-hour versions as well.
What, 10 hours of you hitting a rock with a golf club? God, we know how to garner the viewers, don't we?
Yeah. It can't be any less entertaining.
Man versus inanimate objects. Inanimate? Man versus inanimate objects. we just present you with a completely unknown object each time, and you have to destroy it with a golf club in a limited amount of time. That would be half bad.
Then watching me
being
destroyed by a Magnemite. This Magnemite's going to work through my entire team without mercy.
Meanwhile, I've just beaten my rival, and I'm moving up Nugget Bridge.
Rub it in. What level are your Pokemon?
I'm going to rub it in, actually. I'm completely lying. I haven't even got up yet.
That's Evans the Shindigs.
I was tempted to try and keep it up for the whole level, but when you're this far behind me, it just feels kind of like I've tripped you over, and now I'm just kicking you in the face.
Virgin Man, you're going to be sacrificed for the good of the the greater good, I guess.
For the fatherland. The fatherland's Germany.
I have no idea.
I always get confused.
Probably Russia.
I think
USSR.
I think Germany's the fatherland and Russia's the motherland. Correct us, viewers, if we're wrong and we just insulted a large portion of
Could
the
be
world.
USA, could be the UK.
Now we are comrades in the way of punching. It'll. Oh.
I didn't hear
It'll
what
make
you
sense.
said. I just heard Russian accent.
I said we are comrades in the way of punching because the guy who teaches you Mega Punch. Just
Oh, I remember him.
Because you know they had the people who
Mega
teach
Punch
you
or Mega
moves on
Kick.
this. Yeah, because there were TMs that were different.
Why did I
in
go
first
to Joe Blogs
games.
again? Why Joe Blogs? Why? Or Leech Life. Let's get some health back.
And welcome.
You may have heard a strange sound there.
No, hopefully
depending
I'll
on how
edit
good
that.
the doctor
I'll
is
hopefully edit
at
that out
editing things.
Of the ending one.
That's again a relic of our intriguing setup for
Oh, I did
recording.
what you did on the first one because because we split the recording in half as I was in the Pokemon Center. They will have just seen me walk into the Pokemon Center, stare at Nurse Joy for a bit, and walk out. People have been arrested for that.
Particularly with Nurse Joy, you know. Yeah, I'm sure she's very attractive in a Pokemon sort of sense.
People have definitely been arrested for less than that.
They...
Right now I'm not lying. I am.
It's an offhand
I am
compliment.
actually no. Yeah, I will take John Rousseau on. Let's go, John Rousseau.
I have just... I know I've level 15 Spurtle and B-Man level 3 left.
Wow. Are you still against this Magnemite?
Against this Magnemite. I am.
Really embarrassing for you.
It is. It's going to be very embarrassing for me.
Should have won the dice
Okay,
roll and started with Charmander, like me.
Damn
I didn't
dice.
think what I was going to do. Yeah.
Ooh, that hurt.
Oh dear.
And I'm paralysed. That's not good.
Oh, why do I keep rushing into battles like this?
Will
again?
water gun be better? Water gun. I probably should use water gun now. I think about it.
Water gun. I'm not sure what water thinks of steel. I'll be honest.
I've always just kind of assumed that it thinks more about to use Voltorb, as if.
Oh, did you kill the Magnemite?
I killed the Magnemite. Yeah. I'm only paralysed with half
I'm
my
just
health.
running against John Rousseau, and he's just going to kill me again as the fucking charge of the Shite Brigade over here.
As far as sort of cultured puns go, that was pretty
And it
good.
accurately describes my tactic of just. I guess that's the sound of me running in wildly. So you know.
Okay, I'm glad you clarified that one. I just beat the Voltorb. Wow, I'm
Oh, why is poison?
relatively proud of
firing?
myself. It was Super Nerd Jovan. You came
Yes,
so
poison
close.
point did fire up. You know, I love the abilities like Flame Body and Static and Poison Point. The ones that just, if you make contact, it might put a status condition on them. I find them really.
It's very, very useful. Unless you're on the receiving end, in which case they make you hate society and
Yeah.
life in general. Oh, hello, Wartortle.
Oh,
Wordle. I'm so confused.
What's Squirtle called Squirturtle? Another silly thing my brother used to say. I'm fairly sure.
Squirturtle. I'm trying to think of the Blastoise equivalent.
Blastortolois. Blister.
Blister.
Why is his Squirtle
I-
still a Squirtle? I said it's level 18. That should be a Wurturtle.
I'm sorry, what?
It's John Rousseau's Squirtle is level 18.
He's one of those hateful people who stops Pokemon from evolving because he hates progress.
Fucking Luddites. I bet he just spends his time going into factories and smashing up sewing machines. You know, no Arclight spinners for you! Ah, if there's one thing people enjoy, it's Industrial Revolution jokes. Always guaranteed to go down a storm.
But of course, actually speaking of Storm, I saw a very good video today by Tim Minchin, which I would recommend people watch, which is just called Storm. Courtesy of the Doctor's education.
Courtesy of the doctors. I'm bored. Which happens a lot.
All that.
As in, I would say 90% of the things that are on your Facebook are just, I got bored. Here's a thing.
That's very true. I have a lot of nonsense on my Facebook. A lot of Nick Cage. Various other things.
Not the bees!
Oh, Nick Cage losing his shit is fantastic.
Awesome.
I cannot get bored of that.
Also, yeah, a fine video. Right, I'm gonna level you up in the...
Okay, he's not a trainer.
Guy?
I felt let down
What's
by
a
that.
guy? Oh, a guy.
Simpsons reference, ladies and gentlemen. Simpsons reference.
Girlfriend, please.
Let's see what Gust does against Rock.
Nothing.
Very little, I would imagine. I thought
I
so.
wasn't.
But I don't want to kill this
thinking,
Geodude, so I've got no
I was
choice.
thinking, I just used Leer.
Mud Sport.
Mud Sport is just a pointless move. It weakens electricity's power when electricity by default does not
doesn't
affect
affect.
Geodude. Just
Yeah.
a pointless move.
Water Sport is nearly as
Yeah.
bad.
But at least then,
I suppose it's good for, like, joint battles.
and if there are some Pokemon that can use Water Sport that aren't fire, that aren't Water type. At least in later generations there are. But
It's one of those moves that I would immediately get rid of for anything. I'm sorry, what was that? Sounded like you just exploded.
I basically did. I said, "Get away, come on, Cage, you big hairy bastard!" And I burped in the middle of saying "bastard," so it was a very.
Do you want to sort of elaborate as to why you're saying "Come on, Cage, you big hairy bastard" in the first place? Out of context.
Because my Pokemon is called
Context.
Cage.
Context.
Because
That's
my
not
Pokemon's
bad.
called Cage, and he's a big hairy
start.
bastard, and I was encouraging him. What else was it?
I suppose so.
Oh, you smokescreen using sex offender. Oh yeah, I lost to John Russo again.
Again.
I say again because I lost to him
That
again.
must have had.
That's the second time I've run like an idiot into him and just lost. Oh, this is the most filthy battle ever.
In what way is it filthy?
Horsey keeps using smokescreen, so now Cage has 0 accuracy, but it's not actually doing any damage to me, it's just still using smokescreen.
Makes me sad that my Geodude is called Smith. I don't know why.
Oh, you caught.
Makes me
You're
think of the
catching so many
Matrix.
Pokemon, I've still only caught 2.
My TSI is increasing slowly and definitely not surely.
You made that. You're not allowed to make that joke twice in the same episode.
Is that once in episode 3? Have I made that joke twice?
Yeah, you said I'm moving along
very,
really
very poor.
slowly, but not necessarily surely. You said exactly the same.
I said it
thing.
in a slightly different way.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
You have exceeded your monthly joke limits. You must now be serious for the rest of the month.
Oh, damn it.
Game
Okay,
face.
life is uninteresting. It's all fading to black. Fading to grey. Can I say fading to black?
Yes, you could say fading to black. Not like Pokemon, where they have to change blacked out to whited out in later ones. It was after the
That
Jinx
amused me.
fiasco. I think they tried to get rid of anything that could be remotely racist. Whereas Jinx was.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Jinx was just a.
Rest assured, Thatcher was offended, or had offended people for less. I believe it was Thatcher. Oh, young Thatcher, mini Thatcher.
What?
Oh, I'm going to stop talking.
No, I'm curious to hear.
Thatcher's daughter, Margaret Thatcher's daughter, gets in the shit for making offensive comments relating to a certain doll or some kind. I don't want to say anything in case I do unintentionally offend someone. Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, I have no intention of offending
I have
anyone.
no idea what you're talking about anyway.
Or at least, if I offend people, I intend to offend everyone equally.
Yeah. It's okay to be a wanker if you're a wanker to everyone.
Exactly.
Totally good life rule to go by. Also, is it just me, or if you got a clam and put a Ghastly inside it, you would get Shelder out? It just looks like someone got a Ghastly and put it in a clam. Cage is evolving. Happy days.
What would Nicolas Cage evolve into if this were real life?
Nicholas Rage!
He is Nicholas Rage. That's essentially who he is already.
Then he'd evolve into
Have you not seen the...
Then he would evolve into Nicholas Road Rage.
Better. Have you seen that film? What's it called? The film where he recites the alphabet.
Oh, the one where he gets bitten by some crazy vampire thing.
Yeah, that's the one.
I know the one you mean.
It looks hilarious.
No, it doesn't.
And that's the one where the original You Don't Say came from.
There's
As well, I believe.
The other one is the classic one for Cage is the recent version of the Wicker Man, because like the original version of the Wicker Man is kind of, it's not like a classic horror film, but it's kind of got its own creepy thing that makes it good. The remake of it is just unintentionally hilarious. About a good half of the film is just Nicolas Cage physically beating up women and children. Just like punching women in the face and knocking them to the ground and stuff like that. And then there's the infamous bees scene.
Oh, the bee seed.
Not the bees! Yeah, he keeps his mouth open the entire time he's surrounded by bees.
I never get that. In all films where that kind of situation arises, people choose to scream
Yeah, you
in
would
place of protecting
You would just
their
try and make
orifices.
yourself airtight. That's what I'd do at least.
Aside from closing your ears, that's almost possible. Actually,
I was
nostrils.
about to say you could easily close your ears, but I don't think we can.
Prove it.
We ain't camels. Oh no, camels can't even do that. Camels can close their nose.
As can seals, is it? I have no idea. I don't do marine biology.
Neither do I. No shit, wait, I do. That's exactly what I do.
To be fair, as far as I'm aware, camels are marine. Now I think about it.
Yeah, but I think seals kind of are.
Possibly. Oh, good god.
What?
I'm going at 27% speed on VBA.
Oh yeah, sometimes.
I've got a lot of repeat. Nice. A lot of repeated frames here.
See, I'm not sure if when it does that, whether the recording gives repeated frames or whether the recording just skips a bit. That might be the problem. That might be why we have some sync issues. Who knows? Hopefully it won't. Hopefully my editing's just so fucking good no one will notice it.
We shall soon find out, I guess.
Shut up! I don't like that cheeky little laugh. I don't like your tone, boy.
Well, I dislike your tone, Doctor. I can't imagine a phrase.
See there, I wasn't even calling you boy as in your code name. I was just like you boy. I was just calling you
my code name. That makes it sound better than it is. It's like my alias.
Yeah, well that's why so the viewers know that's where the boy came from in the first place. Because basically,
You overused that phrase.
no, it's because originally I knew your brother before I knew you, and then of course because we sing at school we called most people by their surnames, so we called your brother by his surname, and then of course we couldn't call you by the same surname. And God forbid we call you by your first name, so we just ended up calling you the boy and you boy, and then at least for me it stuck.
I think just for you. As far as I'm aware, nobody else calls me the boy.
I think other people.
Aside from perhaps on YouTube.
Yeah, and I think other people do when I'm referring to you, if that makes any
Possibly.
sense. I'm not sure it does.
Oh good, Quentin learned tail whip.
Quentin? Is that what you call the Geodude?
That's my Nidoran
It's better
female.
than Burgeman.
It is true.
Right,
The superhero's
so
idea
you know,
is
I'm attempting to take on Misty.
failed on me.
Again, this is probably going to be another gung-ho.
With
into a big
what? What Pokemon do you have that could possibly...
Cage!
What is Cage?
Cage.
forget.
I'm not telling you what Cage is. No.
Cage isn't your... I know, that's Spanky.
Spanky's not even on my team because he's a wank. I'm just going to call him wank.
Wanky. Wanky.
Oh, I missed out such a great opportunity there. How sad.
That's hilarious.
No, actually, I can't get at any of the grass types because I can't. Because in order to get to them, I have to beat my rival first, and I can't. I think it would be genuinely easier to beat Misty than my rival. Either way, basically, I've got to kill a water Pokemon to get to a Pokemon that can kill water Pokemon. It's the most annoying
Amusing.
Coventry scenario ever.
I'm trying to work out what Cage might be. Pikachu must be Cage, surely, if you're taking on...
Yes, he's a Pikachu. That's what he is.
If you're taking on Misty, that's...
No.
I'm so intrigued now. I'm looking forward to seeing episode 3, as much as our viewers hopefully are.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing, so the public know. Because it's me who does the editing. The boy doesn't actually get to see my stuff until it's uploaded to YouTube. But we haven't, at the time of filming this, we haven't even finished editing episode 2 yet, so we don't know what either of us did in the last episode, which is interesting. Which is why I can just overtly lie about what species my Beedrill is. That would have worked better if I'd said it quickly.
What species my Beedrill is? That's what you just did.
My Beedrill? Let's say Beedrill.
You're a poor liar.
Okay.
That's probably a good thing.
Okay, Cage is down. Now I've only got a Charmeleon to take on a Staryu. This is going to be very brief.
Your finances must be suffering quite significantly here.
I'll be
Consider taking out a
fine.
Poke loan.
Yeah, but bear in mind I'm also miles ahead of you, so I guess it kind of counterbalances.
That's true.
We are doing the complete opposite tactics here. As in, you're going for slow and not necessarily steady, and I've got the charge of the
You
shite
can't use
brigade.
my jokes. You can't limit
You
my
definitely
usage.
can't use them, so...
Ooh, Hyperfang. Not
Hypofang.
Hyperfang.
Oh,
I mentioned that.
oh, we've developed memes already within this.
I'd like to think that that is a meme and not just a thing that we say that's not very funny.
In my head, the two are not mutually exclusive.
Good point. Very good point.
Right, we're getting close
Also
to the end of
pretty
time
sad.
now, so basically, once I lose to this Starmie, which I inevitably will, we'll probably call it a day.
Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed watching Mount Moon.
I just
Lads
lost
and
against Misty,
lasses.
so yeah.
Entertaining.
And yes, so we will see you next week on Pokemon Versus.
tune in next week
I've
to
been the
find out
Doctor.
the exciting conclusion to the exciting continuation, I should say, to this tale, because it'll conclude in years to come, perhaps, if not
Right.
centuries.
On that note, see you next week.